Boom. All right. Good thing I'm on now. Holy crap. All right. So what's up, Team Gang friends? Welcome to today's training overview live. What is cooking? So I want to just click on my phone and say hello to everybody. Feel free to chime in and say where you're tuning in from. And I want to go over what's really happening right now that is actually very epic, should we call it? It's incredible what's happening. And I really want to go over today the 2x2 plan that we have that's in place. So if you're a guest, if you're watching this and wondering, why is this, what's going on with this? Why are people talking about it? But yet no one's talking about it yet. Does that even make sense that, the company's growing so quickly, but there's only, I heard this number the other day, and today it's 4/17/2020. It's April 17th. There's only 17,000 people in the United States with this company, with this business. And that, if you know this type of business, that is astounding. Normally, my first company, I was number 584,232. My number was 584,232. My first company, we went diamond in that company. That company went to over 3.5 million people. And so it's not uncommon to have companies that have millions of customers. And there's 17,000 people here in the United States that are involved with this. And that's incredible. So today's trade, there's incredible opportunity. Then you take in the fact of the low barrier of entry, the fact that it's $100 as opposed to $400, $800, $1,200 to get started. Listen, right now with the world we live in, it's a challenge. I mean, it's a big ask to ask somebody, hey, listen, because a lot of people are looking for an online business. In fact, they're coming here out of necessity. And you maybe hear me rant about this over and over again, but it's a fact. I mean, people are coming here out of necessity. There's a lot of unknowns out there. And for people to say, I think the world's going to go back to the way it was before the coronavirus. How good was that anyway? I mean, was it really thriving for everybody? That's number one. Number two, there are just many, many jobs and people that are just uncertain. And I think even if it does go back to the way it was, I don't know that our mindset will ever be the same. Kind of like before 9/11, post 9/11. Hey, Brendan, I'd love if you can come on, bro. Let me do something real quick. I want to invite you quick. So this is how we roll. I'm going to throw in an invitation. I should have done this, and sorry for the late invitations to folks. I want to go over this 2x2 training here. I just want to send an invitation to Brendan. If you can jump on, that would be great. I'm going to send an invite for you to jump on here. 1 second, folks. And feel free to chime in and say where you're calling in from. We're going to bring you up on the big screen. And let me go like this. I'm doing a couple things behind the scene. I'm sending out an invitation. Hopefully my buddy Brendan can come on here. Let me throw this in, and if you can come on. 1 second, guys. All right, and then we're going to get into the 2x2 because this is radical. It actually is. And the reason I really say that with so much conviction is that I've never seen it like this. It's never been done. I've never seen anything like this. And most network marketers that are involved in this type of business have never seen these numbers before. And I'm going to show you a couple things. There's a few things that I want to go over today. So this is a compensation plan kind of overview / training, but we're keeping it very, very, very simple. I want to say what's up to the folks. Real quick, just throw in where you're calling in from. We have Nick from Chicago. I mean, Nick's always on his game. All right, we have the Chips sneaking this in at work. You are a rebel at work. All right, we have the UK in the house, and I love that the fact that there's people from all over. Right, it just illustrates that commuting is not like this business. There's no commute. There's no commute. There's no inventory. There's no overhead. There's no rent. There's no buy-in, buy-out. There's no lease. There's no risk. You can't go out of business. It's impossible, like literally. And we have no employees, but yet we can build a sales force globally without a payroll. That's strange, isn't it? And so we have Brendan's on as well. We got Dallas. So I think this might be Big Ed from Dallas. If this is Big Ed from Dallas, do this, guys. If you're watching this, go to the top of the video and click the link. And what that'll do is it'll allow us to see your gorgeousness on your face. And we could share. See like this? Charlotte's in the house. I'm in Charlotte. I mean, where are you? I'm in Union County. I'm in Weddington right now. All right. So welcome to this. Jessica and the babies. That'll keep you busy. And so we have another rebel watching from work in Illinois. We have Delaware in the house. All right. We could do this all day. I mean, this is kind of the business, right? All right. So anyway, so what's really epic here is the fact that we have a low barrier of entry, under $100. All right, and to stay in the business under 100, and we have the 2x2, and I want to talk about the 2x2 because we have, hey, Connecticut, what's going on? And what's like, if you've ever been involved in network marketing, there are binary comp plans, and I like a binary because it's the easiest of all plans to build. You can build unlimited depth. I've always made the most money I've made in the industry in binaries. So it's a really kind of a simple system. You're just building two teams, so a lot of people are in business together. Where a unilevel is everyone that comes in is sidelined to each other. So this has a lot of unity, a lot of teamwork. We build two teams, right, and we are unified. All right, we have Jacksonville, Florida, in the house as well. Chip the Rebel. All right. So with that, we have a binary plan. So in a binary, you have two legs. Binary bicycles, two, all right, and bicentennial 200 years, two. Left team, right team, and we've always heard this. I've always heard teach two to get two, help two get two, teach two to reach two. But it's never really made itself as it worked as well in previous plans as it does here, because you're not compensated in other plans for that, where you are incredibly with this, and this is all you have to do, is the 2x2 model. So if you enroll two, how many folks have enrolled two? You're what's called a team player. If you've enrolled two on the thread, if you have two personals, put it in there, please, and I'm going to bring you up on the big screen, and we want to celebrate that because that's all we really need to do. If you're a network marketer, another thing we don't have here are, we have Harrisburg in the house, are line requirements. Like, there are plans out there that you've got to have a lot of people jumping in. Just put, if you've enrolled two, put 2x2 in the comments, all right? Just put 2x2 in the comments, all right? And we're going to bring you up, and we're going to celebrate that because you are what's called a team player. If you haven't enrolled two, and I have a couple of buddies that are in and didn't enroll their two yet, you're not a team player, all right? And we're watching you, and we're looking, all right? So you're not a team player yet. So we're celebrating it, calling a team player. Line requirements. If you've been involved in a network marketing business, a lot of times you have to have like 5 people that have two in order to get compensated. Or you need to have 3 personals on one leg and 3 personals on another leg. And you need, or I was in a plan where you needed to have 7 people that had 500 points in their lesser volume leg in order to get it to. Here you just need 2. Got that? It's just 2 2x2, and that's the whole thing. You're gonna hear us ranting about the 2x2 all the time. All right. So you want to be a team player. I want to celebrate the 2x2s, if I may. All right. So now Ellen's 2x2. Congratulations, Ellen, on a 2x2. That's awesome. We have, all right. So a lot of people are going 2x2 here. All right. Jen saying she has an amazing team. Holy crap, that team's exploding. Crazy. All right. All right. Now. Donna has enrolled multiple. Now, I've heard that multiple is great. Jen, so anyway, here, so we have another who's enrolled 2. This Rebel that's enrolled 2, please go to the top and click the link so we can see your gorgeousness, please, all right? 2, congratulations for the 2x2s. Jennifer Lewis, Lament, I know it's not Lament, I'm joking with you, right? So congratulations on the 2x2, all right? Katie's got the 2x2. She's done it with a mask on her face. Look at that. Incredible. Great job, Katie, 2x2. We have Jen Larsh's 2x2. Awesome. All right. Look at these 2x2s. You think you can do it? All right. Guys, by the way, if you're a man on this thread, you should be ashamed of yourself. All right. The ladies are just slapping you around. But you're used to it if you're a dude. Like, if you're a married guy, you used to get slapped around by your wife. I certainly am. All right. So all right. You did. You embraced the lament. All right. Good. Lament. I'm Vin Lament. I have Jen Lament in the next room. All right. So let's go. Let's keep going. All right. And Lament, you rock. All right. So 2x2. We have another 2x2. Stephanie's 2x2. All right. We're going to do this all day. Dan, are you 2x2? Well, you're 2. You're 2. You've enrolled 2. All right. So anyway, let's get moving. Otherwise, we'll be here all day doing 2x2s. Kathy's in the waiting room. I see her kind of chuckling and saying, Vin, get on with it. All right. I get it. All right. Let's get on with it. Listen, if we can't have fun, people tune into something else, all right? Who's watching those? People are watching. Here's another thing. Sorry. People are asking you on Facebook for shows they should be watching. We should watch that show. You think it would make sense that to watch a show like this that we have so many different shows, so many different hosts. You can watch a show like this once a day, twice a day, half hour, do it when you want to do it, and build an empire, a financial fortress around your family. We don't know what the hell's going to happen in the future. We're talking about residual income, guys. If you have a cell phone bill that comes in every month and they don't give a crap about a virus. If you got a mortgage, they want their money. It doesn't matter about a quarantine. If you have everything, your monthly expenses, your mortgage, your car payment, credit card, student loan debt, phone bill, gas bill, electric bill, food, clothing, everything, tuition, savings, aging parents, growing kids, life. Life doesn't give a crap about the quarantine, right? You've got to have something to match that. It's got to be residual. The only way to have residual is to have a lot of people in your team doing well. This is not about having a few people doing well that are sitting in a beach house saying, oh, we're doing great. You guys just suck and you got to get more people. With speaking about getting two people to help two people get two. That's what this training's about, right? All right, rant over on that. Let's get into what we've got to do. I'm going to show you what it looks like, okay? And then what we're going to do is I'm going to show you a couple things real quick. I'm going to do a little bit of a slideshow here, all right? Let me just make sure I get back. Go to the hang with me, guys. Hang with me. And then, believe me, we'll break up the monotony. We have Kathy in the waiting room. She'll be on to save the day, okay? All right, so here's the guy, all right? This guy here, and I'm going to somewhat run through this quickly, all right? Because I've done this. If you want to see more about this, there's other shows on this particular page that you're watching, and you'll have to see more of this. But this is how we do it, guys, all right? This is a binary. We've seen this, all right? We've seen the left leg and the right leg, all right? And so you want to have like a power leg and another power leg. I saw it recently, a leader saying, well, you have a power leg. All you have to do is build one. What about the poor bastard that's on an inside leg, all right? So we all want a power leg. Let's, for now, because we have to be responsible, right, moving into the 2020s, get rid of the term power leg. It ceased to exist. You don't need that to exist anymore, right? And this is why, all right? And I can understand. See these two people? Watch. Two people that get enrolled on an inside leg. What happens when their sponsor quits? If you're in a traditional network marketing binary plan, they're left out. They're done. These two people, they're left. They got to do everything. And I'll show you what they've got to do on their own in a traditional comp plan. All right? And these are all, and again, the reason I put faces is because they're not circles. These are people. All right? These are my peeps. All right? The people that show up consistently, they want to win, they want to do the thing, and they're doing all the right things, but the numbers are working stacked against them, and I'll show you why. Traditionally, they are. These people will need 100 people a month paying $160 to make 500, at least minimum, all right? And then, the upline leaders, and I'm not knocking upline leaders in network, and I have a lot of great friends in this space, but we were always forced to say it's a numbers game, say less to more people, you got to speak to more people. We're doing a 90-day blitz, that's going to cure everything. Big decisions are made at big events. They want to come to have you go to a big event. You don't have to do that here, all right? You see, we saw a plan. I was in a plan 2 years ago. It was a cycle-based plan. Really nice people. A lot of people love the product. It wasn't the product that was the problem. It was the structure. All right? So in order to break even, meaning in order to make as much money monthly as you're spending monthly residually, you needed 45 people. That's a hard thing to do for anybody to do. That's tough for any top leader to do, let alone someone who just saw a plan and said, yeah, I want to build something for my family. All right. So that's hard to do. That same plan, these people needed 190 people paying $160 a month to make 500 a month. Right. And this is why there's been so much attrition there, as well as a lot of plans, all right? And it's not the product, it's not the upline, it's not the company. Every company's got good and bad about everything, but it's the model, the old model, all right? So same thing, we've seen a plan here. I was part of a plan. You need 24 people paying 160. Okay, by the way, Ed is saying, please clarify, this is not Epic's plan. This is not the plan we're showing, all right? You don't need to do this. You're right. This is a training, all right? So you don't need to do this to make 500 a month. I'm going to show you what you need to do. You don't need to have 50 left and 50 right. Here's our plan. You're right, Ed. Thank you for clarifying that. This is not the Epic plan we're showing. Here's what you need to do, and here's all we're doing, all right? This is how you break even monthly, all right? You enroll 2 people. Those 2 people enroll 2 people. That's it. All right, that's called 2x2. If you're watching this, by the way, if you're watching this, go to the beginning. If you're watching the replay, this is how you make $100 a month residual. Your product is less than $100 a month. With shipping, it's still less than $100 a month. This is your break even, okay? Because people are going to ask you the question, how do I make $500 a month? Here's how we do it. And we're going to train on this, and we're going to do the same thing over and over again. The way to do it is you just enroll another person. That person is going to enroll 3 people. Now, each one of your first 2, they enroll 2, one more new person. Now you have the 3x3. You make $300 a month. All right? You enroll the next person. We're going to help that person build a business. You're getting better. He enrolls 4, and everyone else enrolls 1. You're at $500 a month. Okay? Yeah. Robert Martin saying, I feel better now knowing that's not our plan. It's not. You know what? I'm glad you guys said that because maybe I won't even include that anymore. All right? So, $500 a month. You enroll the next person who enrolls 5 people. They all enroll 1 more person, and you are at $700 a month. Is this doable? I mean, because people are already doing it. We're in this business a month. All right? People are already doing this. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to show you the power of compounding. When 2 get 2, who get 2, who get 2, and I'm going to bring Kathy on, all right, and whoever else. I sent this out to a few people, all right. When you do the 2x2, all right, this guy gets his 2, and they get their 2. All right, that's 2x2 is 4. Let's just say you do that in 2 weeks. Now I heard the CEO speak about this, and I like the way he went over this because it's true. We've always spoken about this in networking, but it doesn't work because people aren't compensated this way until now. So here's how you do it. You stick with the team. You stick with what you're doing. And over the course of 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, and when this is our culture, this is why we're going to be speaking about this over and over again. 10 weeks, 12 weeks, 14 weeks, 16 weeks, all right? That's like 4 months. What happens when this duplicates, and it's duplicating already because it's 2x2, and you can look in the comments. I'll show it again. Is the 4 becomes 8, becomes 16, becomes 32, 64, becomes like 125, 250, 500 people, and boom, you're a diamond in 4 months. This is just how this type of plan works, guys. And this is the power of compounding. I was speaking to someone before, and she asked me about the comp plan. And she's already 2x2. She wanted to know, how much do I get paid with the customer, and how much do I get paid with when someone reorders. And I got into the compounding, and that's the power of this type of business, is compounding. So there's a lot of different ways to look at the compounding. As you get your business started on your pay side, let's just say you have one new affiliate come into your business a day throughout, not just from you, from your organization. You'll have 30 new affiliates that month. If that goes to 2 a day the next month, which it has to, that's another 60 plus your 30. That's 90. If it goes to 90, so it's just a matter of compounding, and we have such an easy system, right? So all we're really doing. Hey, Kat, how's it going?
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. Thanks for coming. All we're doing is this, and maybe we'll talk about this, Kat, because a lot of people want to know, how do I do it, right? Kathy called me. She did it the right way. I had 2 other people that didn't really do it the right way. One guy was trying to convince me that it's the greatest comp plan in the world, and another person was trying to kept sending me stuff.
Right.
Kathy added me to the Facebook page. I saw it. I was like, holy crap. So how do you think people should go about this?
The old-fashioned way for me. You pick up the phone and go for it, and just start telling people, guys, like you said, you're already sharing books and wine and shows on Netflix and all kinds of stuff. Why not share something that's going to put money in your pocket instead of, the Disney Channel's pocket or whatever, next big thing is out there. It's really a simple, we're feeling good on the product. I'm sleeping like a baby. I've actually lost a little bit of weight. I'm really honestly just loving everything about it. Why wouldn't I share it with my friends? Why wouldn't I tell somebody that I love that isn't sleeping through the night or having a hard time losing weight? As women, hi, Ellen. As women, we are always telling each other, listen, I need to lose weight. I need to, you know, whatever. And, you know, you see Katie's beautiful face on Facebook going, oh, I slept through the night, or, hey, I hit my 2x2, or people are so excited and so ready to run. And it's fun to grow again. And so why not do something that's going to absolutely fund your bank account? It's going to fund your bank account. It's going to fund your retirement. It's going to fund your vacation, whatever. And, you know, everybody's retirement's taking quite the little hit going on. So it's a good place to begin again. And here we are, right? So we don't know where we're going to be in a month from now. We don't know where we're going to be in 2 weeks from now. So hopefully they start opening stuff up again. Hopefully we can get those small businesses up and running again. I pray for that to happen, because I'm ready, guys. I need to get out of this house. I pretty much painted everything at this point. So it's time. It's time. Let's get this economy back up and going.
Yeah, you know, in the meantime, a lot of people are doing what we're doing here. I mean, what are we doing? You're there, and I'm here, and we're all doing our thing. A lot of people doing this from work right now. I mean, this type of online business has always been, and it's been growing for the last, you know, few years. The whole e-commerce, you know, retail's a challenge. I mean, we have no limits to our business. Obviously, if you go back, we have people from all over the world literally on here right now. But with that being said, all we have done here is this, and I want to show, if you're not a part of the 100% Epic page, I want to show you something real quick, if I may. All right, let me just go ahead and show people, Kat, real quick. I want to show them this Be Epic page. Now, I have a screenshot of this on February 28th. I've got to get it and show it. All right, where this is 24,000 people on. I'm sorry, it's not a page. This is a group, a private group. All right. And so there's 24,000 people. There's been 52,000 people that have come here in the last 30, 40, 48, 50 days, about 52 days, about 1,000 people a day are joining this group. And, you know, the reality is that you can't just build it's not that easy to just build a Facebook group, you know, because people have to go, they have to get accepted. And I mean, they have to accept the invitation. So it's been remarkable, and I think more now than ever when you know, and Kat, you know, the reason I show those numbers of the break-even point, what people really need, you know, and I know you said you were just excited about the plan and everything else, but you know, like Justin's going to come on too, and there's a lot of people that are frustrated that it's a challenge, and they're wondering, why can't I get this going? I'm doing all the right, and it's not here though. Like if you go to the 100% Revolution page, it's like silver, gold, diamond, platinum. Who's made 500? Who's made 4,000? Who's made? And this is like within the last month. Yeah. You know, you're already a platinum already that you've hit. Yeah. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
And it's just like, and it's because like it's really for the 80%. It's like you know, network marketing has flipped over traditional business, and this has flipped over network marketing.
Well, that's the thing. It's not just the top people winning. It's everybody. And if you can literally reach out to people that you know and love, or that maybe you've done business with in the past, or maybe a coworker, or, you know, your hairdresser, or your acupuncturist, or whomever you haven't seen, right? If you can reach out to them and say, listen, this is a new way that I found to make a little extra money, even if it's grocery monies, guys. You know, I have one girl who texted me and said, I don't have to touch my unemployment check. I can actually pay for groceries with this, because you get paid, money gets in your account every day for everything you do. So it's been an incredible tool to help people get to the next step while all of this is going on. But I can already see some people gunning for never going back to work again, because they're going to be able to do something like this from home. I mean, guys, look at Toys R Us and Sears. I mean, do you remember Sears when you were a kid and you got that massive book and you couldn't wait to go through it, right? And everybody was stocking their shelves and all that stuff. That doesn't happen anymore. It just doesn't. And being that traditional business owner and knowing that I had to stock the shelves every single month, it was a super stressful time. When I knew I had to write that $10,000 check from different companies and different things that I needed every single month, it was a stressful moment. So everybody goes, oh, you up the product 100% and, you know, you put it on this. You think that you'd make some money out of that, and you don't, because you have to make sure that it's there for next month to put the stuff back on the shelves. So it's an incredible way to do business without having without having employees, without having payroll taxes, and the government just puts so much on you now as a business owner. Small business owners do not have it easy, and I know it firsthand, and I salute them every day because they are the front line as well. It's a tough gig sometimes. It is, and it's wonderful to be your own boss, but it's also wonderful to not have the responsibility. We're a volunteer army here, and we do what we do. And if you want to make 500 or if you want to make 10,000 a week, you can. We can show you how to do it. You just have to do it.
Yeah,
I'm not saying you can't. You can do it without the work. You got to put the work in, but you can do it.
Well, it's funny because we always call it a volunteer army, and it is. It is. But, we have a volunteer like Salesforce, but people over the years, we noticed, or at least I noticed this, is when people aren't making any money, they stop volunteering.
Of course. Yeah. And, in volunteering is a good way to put it for here. But again, if you're volunteering and not doing anything, you're not going to make any money. Your check will reflect the fact that you're not speaking to people, or you're not reaching out to people, or you're not connecting somehow, or posting somehow, or, that kind of thing. So it's definitely work. It's called network marketing for a reason. It's definitely work. But if you can put the work in at your 40-hour a week job, why wouldn't you put the work in here? I'm not sure. That it's an incredible residual income that I could never replace with the degree that I have. I would have to go back to school to become some kind of surgeon at this point. Maybe a plastic surgeon at this point. I don't know, but it's a lot of schooling involved to go out and make this kind of money with a degree.
Yeah. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Yeah. And let me also bring on Justin Phillips on the air. What's up, Justin? Now, Justin has another perspective too. Justin from the real estate space. I guess maybe share the difference with this in the real estate space, but also this model compared to any network marketing model that you've ever seen, because you've been around this industry for a long time.
Yeah, absolutely. I became a realtor back in the early 2000s because I saw an opportunity when the market was going through the roof. And I did that because I wanted that freedom and flexibility of time, having the time freedom and to be able to not miss a sporting event when we started the family, to not be able to miss any school functions. So I really got to understand the power of being in business for yourself very quickly. The problem with that, though, is the volatility of that business and that model is you're kind of dependent on everybody else and all these other variables and things to happen in order to earn a commission. Now, everything's good and great when the economy and the market's going strong. You have, tons of home selling and you've got the money flowing in, and you may have 3, 4, 5 months in a row where you're bringing in 5 figures a month. But then what happens when something happens in the world? A major event. The economy took a tank in 2008, 9, and 10. I had nothing else to back up. I didn't have a pension coming in or a paycheck working for a county job. Even though I was making a lot more money than maybe a safe and secure opportunity, I was now in a situation where I wasn't making any money about 10 years ago. I had no choice. I had to file bankruptcy. I had no backup plan, no plan B. And it was in the late 2000s that somebody introduced me to network marketing. And it was a foreign concept to me. I had done really well as an independent real estate broker and started dabbling even with the larger companies. But even still, there was no security in that. Somebody gave me a bottle of juice one day and said, "Hey, this product can change your life." I had no idea it was network marketing. I wanted it for the product. And I tried it. I said, "Wow." I said, "People are selling this?" He goes, "Yeah, it's sort of like, this thing where you tell people and then they tell people and you earn a commission." It was such a foreign concept to me. I had no idea. Well, I grabbed that concept and I ran with it. And the unbelievable change in my business mentality to say that I have something here that's recession proof. I have something that is, I'm never going to be in a situation like I am again in the real estate space. Now I'm talking 10 years ago. And it opened up my eyes to a whole new way of doing business. Not to mention, I didn't have a home-based business per se, and I wasn't taking advantage of the tax advantages behind it. So I learned a whole lot about why it's important to have something that you can call your own, something that you control completely. So the difference between, yes, being a real estate broker is a great opportunity, but you're dependent, like I said, on everybody else. With network marketing, okay, as a whole, you're in control of your business. How hard do you want to work? How high do you want to rank up? What are your dreams and aspirations? And that's what I did. I put everything on my vision board and I went for it. And I got to the top of several companies by doing that. This opportunity is absolutely unlike anything I've ever seen. I've never understood comp plans in the way that I understand them now. And by looking at those comp plans and analyzing, how do you win? If your gut, first of all, we know we have to have a plan B. I will always have a network marketing business in my life. And now that I found this one, I've never seen anything as simple as thought through and putting people in a position to win like we are. I mean, it's amazing to see everybody just hitting ranks, and whether it's $100 a month they're making or $100,000 a month, because there's people here in this business in less than 120 days bringing in six figures a month. And I think this is going to be something that is going to change the industry when they start to look at, well, what are they doing over at Be Epic? Because my people aren't winning like those people are. And we're creating a culture here and a scenario, and we're training, we're inspiring, and the products are just doing the work. All we are the messengers. Okay. We're just the messenger and the vehicle to introduce somebody to an unbelievable opportunity in a product. We don't need to know everything. We just need to connect with people, and the people who connect more are the people that are going to win. And we absolutely have the vehicle to win here.
Wow.
Awesome.
Not much else need to be said between the two of you. I really got to get some duct tape and just put it over my mouth and introduce you to crazy SOBs. So, Kat, what's the last word? We were talking 2x2, and Justin, you get it, man. You see it, and you didn't look. That's the thing too, is
no,
you didn't look. You got started because of the low barrier of entry, right? And because when I got approached, I thought it was like I was totally interested in the product and I wanted it, without a doubt. Products. But I was not gonna take the time to look at a comp plan, and it took me a while before I looked, and then I started listening and saying, what break even? What is that? And I started listening, and so that's what got me bugging out.
Right. Listen, guys, you're either gonna take the jump or you're not. It has been so worth it. I've been doing this kind of thing probably for 25 years, right? I watched other people succeed, and I've tried little things here and there. Successfully for the last 2 years, I've been retired from my normal everyday business. But it is something that, you try again. This is the first time that I've gotten into a business, though, that people are literally texting me in an hour and saying, I've made my money back. Or I got in for free and I can buy the product and I'm ready because I've already made the money. And it's been 2 hours. It's been the first time that people are like, okay, I'm already in the black. Like it's been a day, so it's the first time that people aren't outlaying. Listen, I spent $1 million to start the spa. So when someone came at me and said, you need to spend $1,000 or $1,500 to start a business, it didn't really scare me because I knew that's, I can start a traditional brick and mortar for this, or I could start this. So when somebody came at me and said, you can start this for less than $100, I was like, what you got going on there, right? Because now you start thinking, but people are making their money back within the first day. And that's an incredible tool. That is an incredible tool to start with. And I think that it's kind of a no-brainer. That's kind of how I feel about it, especially right now. We're all home. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not? And you got to back that up.
Yeah. It's the and I'm glad, Justin. I'm glad you mentioned the 5 figures a week and 6 figures a month. No income claims, of course. And Kat, you said if you don't work, you don't get paid. But the whole thing about we're hearing a lot of $100 a month, $100 a week, $100 a day, 100, 200, and that's the key. That's what people. That's what's always been the pitch. Network marketing. If you make an extra 100 a week, 200 a week, 500 a month, without breaking the bank, you're making more than you're spending. You have your little thing on the side, and it's been a very elusive thing for most people, like 95% of the people, and it's been a pain in the ass. And this is just something that it's revolutionized the model. So, any last words from you guys, and we'll go have our day.
Just what the person does to make $100 a month here is the same thing you're going to do to make $100,000 a month. And that's the beautiful thing about network marketing is it's the same action repeatedly, not getting stuck into managing people, but just going out and sharing an opportunity. And again, my belief level in network marketing on the whole is once again proven that this is where we need to be as business owners, because here we are in an unbelievable situation where so many people are hurting financially. And 6 months ago, recruiting somebody into a real estate opportunity and them thinking that they were going to make $1 million with it, and now where are they? And I'm in that boat because again, it's been what seems like a sure thing really isn't. If you think you have security in your job, you don't. There's only one place you have security, and that's from within. and you have an opportunity to work from home during a global pandemic and still earn income. I mean, where else are you going to find an opportunity like that? You're not going to do that in a hair salon. Every hair salon I know is shut down right now. All my mortgage broker friends are going, I don't even have to go back to work because what I can just try to work from my home. Why do I got to go back to an office? Real estate people falling off the grid. People working in the restaurant industry, nope, got to do something else. There's just no better way. And I'm glad that I was introduced to this industry a long time ago. But now, more than ever, it's time to go and tell more people how important this industry is. And I think there's going to be a lot more credibility that we're going to see on the whole with network marketing as people start to say, hey, you know what? Maybe Vinny and Justin and Kathy and everybody who's been talking to me maybe they're right. Maybe there's something to that. And it's not just one of those pyramid things. I'm not bothered at all. When somebody tells me, oh, you're in one of those things, well, guess what? That's what's putting food on my table. That's what's providing my family. And what's more important, you're too embarrassed to share an opportunity with somebody. If they don't see it, that's their problem. It's not your problem. And if they don't see it, it's too bad for them, but don't give up on them. Just kind of put them on that list that says, you know what, we'll circle back to them and continue on. Don't get stuck down a road trying to chase the same people. Just keep telling more people and you're going to win. And you have something real here and you have something that's going to help a lot of people. If you take that perspective and you share it with confidence, you're going to see a result you've never seen before. And we're here to support you. If you guys are looking at this opportunity for the first time, there's nothing that's going to happen if you try it and you don't move forward. No harm, no foul. Give it a try, and I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised on how well you do here.
Wow. Awesome stuff. Guys, I want to thank you both. Kat, if you have anything that you want to say, feel free. The floor is yours. And other than that, Jen's calling for lunch, and I'm going to go do that.
All right, guys. Have a great day. Enjoy your Friday.
You too, guys.
All right.
Thank
Take care.
you so much, and bye, guys. Have a great day.
Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. Awesome. Bye-bye.